Ukraine's drone attacks on Moscow, once unthinkable, have now become routine. The Russian capital area was recently targeted for 6 days. And while the drones did not cause much damage, they disrupted flight operations at airports and helped bring the war home. Also this month, other suspected Ukrainian drones. It destroyed a Russian at an airbase south of St. Petersburg and struck a train station in western Russia's Kursk region. The Kremlin's reaction seemed limited to expressions of anger. It seems hard to remember now. But at start of this conflict, West and especially White House was desperately worried that attacks inside Russia would cross red line that would lead to dramatic rise of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Preparation. Perhaps even the use of nuclear weapons. More recent experience shows that despite all the clamor, Putin was too rational to escalate a limited war he was already losing into a broader war with NATO that he probably couldn't win. But President Biden seems as worried as ever about provoking Putin. How else can we explain administration's reluctance to supply Ukraine with F-16s? Its inability to provide long-range ATACMS? Or its opposition Russia's blockade in the Black Sea? In all three cases, Biden administration tries to act cautiously, but actually prolongs conflict and undermines Kiev's chances of success. Moreover, U.S. officials blame Ukrainians for not making rapid progress on ground. The news about F-16s looks good. Denmark, Netherlands and Norway have recently pledged to donate more than 70 fighter jets to Ukraine with the permission of United States. But read small print: training of Ukrainian pilots will take so long that the first Ukrainian F-16s will not be ready to fly until next summer at earliest. In other words, the aircraft won't arrive long after the current counterattack is over, and it may not be delivered in sufficient numbers even for next year's combat season. Follow this author. Follow Max Boot's views. This is ridiculous given that Ukrainian pilots can train on the F-16 in just 4 months. Training was supposed to start last year. But even now, Biden administration can speed up process by bringing more Ukrainian pilots to United States, where U.S. Air Force trains about 400 of its F-16 pilots each year, with far more resources than Dutch or Danish. The Pentagon can also accelerate procurement of aircraft and maintenance systems. It will make no difference to Putin whether Ukraine's F-16s come from Denmark or the USA. But instead of doing their best to deliver the F-16s as soon as possible, U.S. officials denigrate the aircraft's importance and tell reporters it won't be a magic weapon due to Russia's heavy air defenses. Of course, no weapon alone can win the war. But retired Air Force Gen. Philip M. Breedlove, a former commander of U.S. and NATO forces in Europe and an experienced F-16 pilot who has flown nearly 3,000 hours, told me the F-16 was far more advanced than the F-16. The F-16D